All right, so first things first, one thing I do want to say is this is about to be not like your usual presentation. This is about to be a live research kind of situation. I've kind of mapped it out. I've practiced it just a couple of times, but I want to make sure that I forewarn you that this is about to be a trip and is extremely fun. So, first things first, let's introduce you to the setup. We're gonna do everything live. So, without further ado, let's get into the questions. What motivated you? So, I come from Kenansville, North Carolina, which is a very small place. Um, Excuse the way it looks. It's a little pixelated, but I'm not. I usually do not do presentations in words when I do this kind of thing. But I came from Kenansville, North Carolina. As of right now in 2023, the population was 763. I wasn't a part of that, but for fun, we can look up the population in 2015. This is the very last year I was there. So 860 people were there during the time period that I was there. So that means just a couple of people. I'm just trying to get the audio together, but that just means a couple of people have left. But coming from Kenansville, North Carolina does something to you. It's actually a situation where I was actually motivated to kind of stand out and be a little bit different from the people around me. So something very unique and very cool was I was able to create something very cool. So there was a contest that was created, and it was a situation where you can kind of design what the park looks like. So I took it upon myself to create something extremely cool. I came up with this cool castle concept. This is not it. This is it. So I actually designed this park. So this alone let me know that I knew two things: art and how to help my community. Something very important. So as a child, something very important to me, which was church and getting very great grades. I made sure that was one of the key things that I did. My parents instilled that in me, and this brought me to a situation where I learned what integrity was. There used to be this kind of thing where it was the different letters of character. So I went to school at Kenansville. We'll just say elementary school, right? So at Kenansville Elementary, I was able to learn what integrity was, who I wanted to be as a person, right from wrong. And what I didn't learn there, I learned in church, which was very important because church was a very significant part, and it's a blessing. Art, church, school. Okay, three most important things to me. Gaming, definitely in the backseat, but definitely important things. And I promise all of this will wrap together into who I wanted to be and motivations and stuff. So, the next topic was who influenced you. So, I had a couple of people. There was my dad. There was plenty of family members, but my dad was very important. My pastor from the church was significant to my upbringing and my morality. And then there was my grandma. And these three important people were leaders in their own aspects, and they ruled in different ways in different aspects. So I'll get into it. But first, let's look at these people that I'm talking about. So we first have Jamie Humphrey, which is my dad. Very important, cool guy. He's worked at several different places, but what I wanted to put some attention to is his very latest accomplishment, which brought me back into school, into learning that you can do things at your own pace and time. So he has his master's of public health from University of Chapel Hill, which is bravo. I actually got to see him do that live. It's a beautiful thing because my dad has always shown me that leadership is who you are as a person and what you stand for, no matter who you have to go against, who you have to talk to? Who do you like? You like whatever needs to be done for the right thing to be done needs to be done, and that's what I learned from my father. That journey was pretty important to him. I wish he had a picture on the internet because I wanted to do this in a situation if I didn't do it like a PowerPoint style. I wanted to do it like live. I still have the tabs up here because I didn't want to like be all over the place, but just again, just bear with me. Next we have our pastor, which is Michael Maddox. Very significant in the school as well. He's made it a situation whereas, and this probably would have been easier if I had Facebook, but I also didn't want to use social media and just made this a super fun thing. But it was an important situation because he ruled in a way of the church and nothing but the right thing and doing like the right thing. I'm sorry, I actually have the screen up. So this is my dad, really quick. Where he's worked, different places, and then his academics. Very cool and important stuff. Like I said, I wish he had a picture. But this is my pastor, like I said, and he is more of a public figure, more of your charismatic type of person, the type of person who, I'll put it like this is the type of leader who is typically the smartest guy in the room, and he doesn't have to say it. He kind of just moves and does, what he thinks is right. Whereas this is kind of the guy who will persuade people. That's kind of how church is and was in that situation. I have a little section, not too much. I don't want it to be a situation where like it goes against your own like religion. And this is the church that I grew up in. So this is literally like everything is the same exact way as like I was there when they put that TV up. When they chose that color, like crazy stuff. And so it was great to see like things are still the same, like even as I get older. So that is from birth all the way up to we got 10 for my dad. We have 15 for my pastor, and then we're gonna get into like my early 20s. So during this time period, I definitely knew I wanted to be a leader. I knew I wanted to do the right thing. I knew I wanted to have a group of people around me who wanted to do the right thing. It was never a situation where like I wanted to be a follower. A follower means that you have to like toe to toe this person, but I want to be the person like, I'm not saying I've seen the faults in people, but I've seen situations where like I see people as being human, and honestly and truthfully, I try to be a robot when it comes to doing the right thing. Like I just black and white, what is the right thing? That's exactly what I choose to do. So, back to the presentation. This brings me to the next person. This is my YouTube channel. These are all videos that I've made, played, all of that cool stuff. So I chose this because this is a person that I actually worked for from about 20 to about 25. 22 to 25. She came from Florida. I'm going to let the video talk for the rest. This is actually a birthday gift that I made for her. And these are the people that work for her.
Angela means a lot to me, actually. Angela means a lot to me. She was the person that gave me a chance to be in sales, even though I had no experience whatsoever.
The many years that I've been in retail, and there's countless managers I've been through, out of two of the greatest I've had, and is probably the best.
She's one of the strongest leaders I've ever had experience to deal with. Being in this field, I've been to a lot of leaders, but Angela definitely is one of the best.
So this is straight from the heart. But Angela is a very good boss, probably the best boss I've had. She pushes me to be better.
It's such a blessing to have known Angela.
And while this video is planned, I want to use this as a situation and a time.
A blessing. I say that because without her, like, I don't know, I don't think I would be where I am within this company.
She's literally one of the best managers I've ever had, aside from you know, us being really great friends, and she is the strongest leader I've ever had.
And just outside of sales, she's a wonderful friend and a great person to be around.
Angela opened up her.
And I'll skip through.
And I thank God every day that she was put into our lives. I thank God every day that she was put in mine. And
I'm so lucky, and I thank God every day.
And this is a person that like they work for. Like everybody associated with this video has made money based off of this person. And so now I'm gonna take it to the 4 agreements. So, and I'm only using this page because it has it like laid out right here. But I did look into everything. But be impeccable with your word. This is what I've lived by my entire life. If you can't give a person your word, there's absolutely nothing that they can do with like anything that you have going on. It is truly your money maker. It is actually the most important thing that you have going for yourself. And I can't speak for like how important it is to me to be that person and to continue to always make sure that you are that person. Actually, things got a little dry, so don't make assumptions is something that I have to work on as a leader. I try to assume and accommodate, but that is not always the best thing to do. You actually want to communicate, and that's the best way to know what a person needs is to actually ask them. As a kid, I was told that a closed mouth does not get fed. I feel like that is the type of leader I would like to be, while making sure that I can pick up on cues as a person. The next thing is, how do you view leadership today? Which brings me to my page. So this is me. This is who I am. This is who I want to be. This is everything. This is the YouTube channel. This is everything that I've built. So from like the core, like actual like smallest of layers, like I've played video games, I've 3D printed, I've done everything that I can, everything that I could touch, I've actually tried to manipulate into a situation where me and my friends could do it. So I have my personality trait down at the bottom over here in the left corner because, and I'm gonna read a little portion from it from the Truity page. But it says, you are curious about people and the world around you and enthusiastic about exploring and deeper meanings. You are authentic. Your experiences are often You want authentic experiences and often seek emotional intensity. So like that's who I am. The power of friendship is literally like who I am, like my guiding light. So with that being said, I just want to read a piece from my actual Wavy World page. Before that, let's go into some designs. I've created all of these designs as a leader. Like I just felt like I wanted to do this, and so like this is how I've led the people who actually work with me, the people who I've associated myself with. These are the different things. Like this is like who I am. Just cool stuff. All about your friends. And so I said all of that to say that this is the most important thing, and I'm going to read an excerpt from it, or a little excerpt from it. So, above all, I value the friendships and the connections I build along the way. I believe the true success lies not within, or not just in individual achievements, but in fostering a community where creativity flourishes. So the people around me have to grow just as much as I grow. That is the key and most important thing. Like I will work hard. That's just it. I'll never stop working hard. I envision in creating a multi-digital platform where my friends and I can showcase our greatest moments and talents to the world. The space will celebrate our diverse skills and passions, whether through stunning visuals and engaging gameplay. And I mean, that's just like a little segment of the different things that I'm trying to do and work on. But all in all, and ultimately, I've been this person since a child. I literally have like every receipt as to like the reasons and why like I want to be this type of leader. As a side note, I want to say this has been my favorite assignment, figuring out the different pieces, pulling from my childhood. It was like at first I was trying to figure out like, you know, like am I talking about like this other stuff that I'm doing currently a little too much, but it's like a building block every single way. This is amazing. Again, one of my favorite assignments. From 0 to 10, we have my dad as my motivation, as my guiding like leadership factor, and I'm just gonna summarize everything. But the person who brought me like into this world and kind of like just gave me my morality code and showed me who I wanted to be as a leader because of who he was as a leader. So about 15, 16, we have my pastor. And learning like being charismatic and understanding the people around you. This is a community thing, not just the people that's like tight with you, but also the people who want to be tight with you. From then on, we have my early adult years, and this is Angela, who we had the YouTube video for. And then from then on, it's actually been me. I mean, this leader I want to be. These are my motivations. I really hope that I hit every point. I've had everything laid out. Things have not changed over time, and the things that have changed, I told you, the things that have changed, but all in all, like, it's consistent. It's who I want to be, and it's who I want to continue to be. I appreciate your time, and I thank you for your, like, just everything, for the creativity in the assignment. There's a lot of assignments. There's a lot of different things to do. The fact that you can get points deducted for doing a paper, like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.